The exorcism was over. The voices had fallen silent, the shadows were gone, and everything seemed, at last, to have come to an end. The girl, about 15 years old, remained completely still. Her body was relaxed, her breathing calm. There was something peaceful about her. Everything suggested it was finished. The priests, close in age but worlds apart in experience, finally breathed in relief. The girl, still covered in blood and vomit, struggled to her feet. She thanked them quietly and said she needed a shower. They agreed immediately. The smell inside the room had become unbearable, even though the ritual had taken place inside the church's chapel. She wasn't from the city. Her mother, exhausted and visibly shaken, refused to stay and return to her hometown. It was up to the priests to take her to the bus station. Laura. That was the girl's name. After the shower, Laura put on ordinary clothes. Her long dark brown hair fell loosely over her shoulders, framing her face. That sense of normality, however, had an unexpected effect. It stirred a faint, dormant temptation in the younger priest, who quickly looked away, embarrassed. The other priest remained firm and composed. That world no longer belonged to him. On the way to the bus station, something began to change. Laura murmured under her breath, low phrases, too malicious for someone who had just been freed. Her gestures, subtly wrong. A vein pulsed at the center of her forehead, running down toward her eyes too wide, unblinking. When they arrived at the bus station, they parked the car near a dumpster. In a construction area, steel beams were scattered across the ground, loose metal objects. A thick steel cable stretched across the floor. The less experienced priest stayed inside the car. The other stepped out with her. The more experienced one, already suspicious, forced a faint smile. He pointed to one of the steel beams and, as if joking, asked her to try lifting it. He spoke about faith. It was supposed to be nothing more than a test. Laura stopped. Slowly, she raised her head, meeting the eyes of the older priest. She smiled, and then, calmly, she said, "Faith, Father. I know this isn't a test of faith, not for me." Some stories don't end when the ritual is over. If you want to follow what comes next, subscribe.